Hi friends! So remember in the first chapter we had spoken about the three main aspects of divination through tarot. Number one being knowing the essence and meaning of each card in the tarot system, which we have already covered. Number two is to understand the concept of card layouts and spreads, which we will be covering in this session. And number three is to interpret the card based on its appearance and orientation in a given position in the spread, which we will also be covering in this session. So the way to divinate using an oracle like tarot is to shuffle the cards with a particular question in mind and then lay out the cards in a particular fashion. This layout is called a spread of cards, where each position in the spread has a number and a meaning. We have seen card spreads range from a 1-card layout to even a 22-card layout. For people who are starting their journey with divination, we strongly recommend that you start your practice with a 3 to 5-card layout. Such layouts offer a great balance between offering holistic guidance and yet not overloading our system with a lot of information. We strongly recommend that you do not begin your practice with a 1-card spread for like a yes or a no kind of a question, not until you develop a very strong connection with all the cards in the oracle system. So let's take an example of a 3-card spread. Each position of this spread will have a name and a number. So let's take this up further with an example. So for instance, position 1 represents the past, and it tells me the influence of the past that has led to my current situation. Position number 2 represents the present, and it tells me about my actions or the learning that I need to imbibe in my present or the truth of my current situation. And position 3 represents the future, and it tells me where is this situation heading towards. So in this way, you could either use this spread or you could design your own spread, give each position its own meaning, whatever you are more comfortable with. In Vyom Sutra, we have explored a 5-card spread called the Balanced Cross Spread, which looks something like this. So position 1 represents what am I being in the situation. Position 2 represents what do I offer in the situation. Position 3 represents the influence of the environment on the situation. Position 4 represents what I receive in the situation. And position 5 represents my experience or my learning in the situation. So when we are doing a reading, the cards may appear in different positions in either a straight or inverted orientation. Though the core essence of each card remains the same regardless of the position it appears in, the lens of interpreting it changes a bit depending upon its position and the orientation. So let's understand this better with an example. So for instance, I'm doing an oracle reading to answer my question, which is what is in store for me in this job? And let's say the Ace of Wands or Trident 1 appears in the reading. Now this would mean, the core essence of this card means that I'm driven to pursue my purpose and I act passionately to fulfill it. Now that's the core essence of this card, which this card would highlight in the reading. However, let's see what this card would mean in different positions, and we'll understand this with one of the meanings of this card. So for instance, if this card appears, if the Trident 1 or Ace of Wands appears in position number 1, which is what am I, then the straight orientation of this card could mean that I am driven to pursue my purpose. The inverted orientation of this card could mean I am lost about my purpose. Position 2, which indicates what I offer if trident 1 or ace of wands appears on this position in the straight orientation, one of the meanings could be that my actions are in line with my purpose. The inverted orientation could mean that my actions are going against my purpose. Let's say the trident 1 or ace of wands appears in position number 3, which is my environment. Then the straight orientation would mean that the environment supports my purpose or it aligns me with my purpose. The inverted orientation may mean that the environment distracts me from my purpose. So let's say trident 1 or ace of wands appears in position 4, which is what I receive. If it appears straight, one of the meanings could be that I receive a new purpose in the situation to act passionately. If it appears inverted, it may indicate that I'm confused about my purpose and I do not know why I'm doing what I'm doing. So if trident 1 or ace of wands appears in position 5, which is my experience, then if it appears straight, then one of the meanings could be that what I'm doing is what I'm meant to do and continue walking on this journey as it serves a higher purpose. If it appears inverted, then one of the meanings could be that I'm feeling purposeless in the situation. So the important part is the question, the card, the position of the card and the orientation of the card. Now the inverted orientation of card does not mean that all is lost. It is only guiding us to imbibe the straight meaning of the card, especially for the positions of the spread that we can take charge of, like positions 1 and 2 in the balanced cross spread. This is especially helpful when we would proactively like to fix a situation for which we are seeking guidance. Now the Vyom Sutra book has many interpretations for each card in each position of the spread, both for its straight and inverted orientation. So this brings us to the last part of this Tarot Foundation course, which is the art of asking the right question. Now the clearer the question, the clearer the answer. So the art of asking the right question involves the following parameters. Number 1, the question should come out of our truth. So for instance, if I ask the oracle, how can I become rich? That question may or may not be coming out of my truth. Why? Because I'm definitely richer than many and I'm definitely rich in many aspects of my life. However, my truth could definitely be that I'm feeling poor. So in that case, a better question and a clearer question to ask the oracle would be, why am I feeling poor? The second parameter is that the question, the information that we seek is important for our personal evolution, which means that the knowledge and the guidance that I'm seeking is important for me to become a better and a wiser being. The third parameter is that the information that we seek is essential to make informed choices. And the fourth parameter is that the question that we are asking should be applicable for each position of the spread, which means that every position of the spread should answer some part of the question that we have asked. So here's an exercise that you can practice to make the best use of this Tarot Foundation course. Make a diary or a notebook if you haven't already done so, which has the meanings and the interpretations of all the 78 cards of the Oracle system. Then ask a question. Choose the kind of spread that you would like to practice. You can make your own spread or you can use the balanced cross spread. Ask your question. So for instance, you're asking a question like, what's in store for my love life or what's in store for my career in this week? Then lay out the cards in the different positions of the spread. Observe the cards. Understand what the cards are trying to communicate with you. Then spend the rest of the week in the awareness of this spread. Revisit this spread at the end of the week and see what unfolds. And do this practice, continue this practice with different questions for at least 8 to 12 weeks. This exercise will help you unfold the magic of divination and will also help you to build a very strong connection with the complete oracle system. In fact, this is one of the ways that we developed Vyom Sutra over the last 14 years. So a few pointers. Use an oracle set which has 78 cards. Use a set whose imagery resonates with you. We absolutely love and adore our Vyom Sutra oracle cards and would also love for them to become a part of your life. Remember, when you're using a fresh deck of cards, shuffle them and mix them well so that all the cards are mixed in both the straight and inverted orientation. Meditate with the cards. Take a few moments and then shuffle the cards with the question in mind. Once you draw out the spread for a reading, avoid the temptation of redoing the spread. Trust the reading. We have a tendency to redo a spread because we would like to hear something and we want the oracle to say that same thing. Be as neutral to yourself as you can be. This will help you become an excellent divinator and guide for others as well. A divination system is like a musical instrument. The more we practice it with passion and consistency, the better we become at it. And do follow us on Instagram, where you will learn how to interpret different cards for different kinds of questions.
So that brings us to the end of the Tarot Foundation course. We would love to hear your experiences with divination using this system. Also, do subscribe to our channel where we will be exploring different aspects of divination, and share this foundation course with anyone who you know who's starting their journey with divination. So see you soon. Bhavatu Sabha Mangalam.